Renault's Megane RS is back, and we're happy to report that it's, well, better than ever. Not only now is it desirable, but it's also practical, being a 5-door. And it's a good-looking 5-door too. Sporty, but not too racy looking. It's also more convenient because it's now available with an automatic gearbox. It's got a 6-speed dual clutch. And we're happy to report about that it does everything you hope a dual clutch would. It's nice and refined around town, so your day-to-day life is a lot easier. But when you're in, it's an RS, so of course there's a whole multitude of driving modes. So when you're in sport, or better still race mode, it really bangs through the gears. Flappy pedals, and the only thing wrong with those is they sort of only gave you half a pedal, so sometimes when you're looking to flap the pedal you sort of miss it and you end up changing the volume on the little remote control down there. But apart from that, it's a really good gearbox. It's a 1.8 turbo now, 205 kilowatts, 390 newton meters of torque, and they say it's good for about a 5.8 second 0 to 100. And we managed 5.9 on coarse New Zealand roads, which isn't too bad. That's helped by a launch control function that's pretty easy to set up. But hot hatches, they're more about bends, and this does them nicely. They've given it something called 4Control, which is 4-wheel steering. And now below 60 kilometers an hour, the rear wheels will turn in the opposite direction to the fronts, and that helps agility. And above that, they turn in the same direction, and that helps stability in a bend. But that is until you hit race mode, and then that threshold is raised to 100 k's, which is just perfect for New Zealand roads. Makes this car really agile, very nimble. The steering's really quick, latches onto a line, and you can really cut through corners really, really well. It holds on very good too because it's got big potenzas, and the only thing is they generate a bit of tyre roar, which you can probably hear in the background. But that's okay because it's got something called hydraulic bump stops in the dampers. So it's an RS model. It rides a little bit sporty. That's okay, not harsh, because those dampers, when they hit something big like a pothole or a nasty bump, instead of all that energy smashing through the shock tower into the cabin, those hydraulic bump stops at the top of the damper, they soak up all that energy, so it's quite good. That also works in town too on the bumps and speed bumps as well. So it's a pretty good car, this one that's definitely worth checking out if you're in the market for a hot hatch.